Please be seated. Is all right? Translate. Today we are celebrating here in this holy land the birthday of Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna is the ultimate of the fatherhood that I described you before, who came on this earth and illustrated the ultimate of that. So, on this earth, the highest fatherhood is Sri Krishna's awareness. But in the kingdom of God, we can say in the heavens or even above everything else, besides Sadashiva, who does not take incarnations. He is one of the aspects. Sri Krishna is one of the aspects of Sadashiva, which is the Father. And the Adi Shakti or the Holy Ghost is the other aspect of Sadashiva, which is his power. So when Sri Krishna incarnated on this earth, uh, an aspect of this Adi Shakti came on this earth as Radha. She is the same who came as the mother of Christ. And she gave the name of Christ as the surname of Sri Krishna, as if it's Sri Krishna's name, Krishna, from Krishna. It's called as Krisht, a Krisht in Indian languages. Krisht. And I have told you before why he was called as Jesu or Yeshu. So today we are going to see to the two aspects of Sri Krishna, which were the manifestation of his divine birth. In Rama's life, they showed a man, a Purushottama, the best of the father in worldly affairs. And in Sri Krishna's life, they showed him the highest fatherhood as in Yogeshwara or in divine world. So the first aspect of Krishna we have to understand is the Yogeshwara, and the second aspect of him as the Virata. Yogeshwara means the Lord of the Yoga or the power of yoga. He is called because he reached the optimum that one has to reach as a yogi, as if he is the ideal that you have to reach. Now, as a yogi, he was born of a royal family, but he lived in the jungles, in the forest, with the cows, with ordinary people. He used to sleep on the ordinary places, like sometimes on the stone or on the grass, when he would go with his cows for their feeding. Secondly, he was very, very aware, absolutely aware of his powers without any ego. He had a special power called Samhara Shakti, by which he could destroy all those people who tried to harm the divine manifestation. The Samhara Shakti is expressed as the chakra in his hand, and another is the gada in his hand. These powers were within him, and he acted according to the power of Radha because she was the one who sustained the power of Sri Krishna. The proof of that is this that when he was in Gokul with Radha, he did all his samhara work, samhara karya. And afterwards, he just became a son. He's a chariot driver for Arjuna. So for his disciple Arjuna, he became even a chariot driver. The another great quality of Yogeshwara was the complete discretion power built in. So he knew who was a devil and who was not, who is good, who is bad, who is possessed, who is not possessed, who is innocent, who is not. This was built in within him, this power of complete discrimination. And he had a capacity more expressing his witnesshood as a sakshi. He had a capacity, I mean, he was a sakshi himself. I should say it this way, it's easier to understand. He was a sakshi, means he had the capacity of witnessing the whole world as a play. At the time of Rama, Rama was the one who got involved into his problem to show as if he is a full human being. So that human beings should not say that he was God, so how could we accept God because he was God after all? Now, this capacity in him to witness has to be seen in every yogi. The element he controls is ether. We call it as Akash in Sanskrit. This ether, as you know, we are using now for our television, for our radio, for every sort of a collective work. So we have to be in charge of the ether element as yogis. And that is the subtlest of all, in the sense that you permeate into everything with that, and is above all. Like plastic also permeates into everything, into matter, into everything up to the air, but it cannot enter into ether. So the negativity cannot enter into ether. So when you enter into your ethereal zone, you actually enter into the area which is thoughtless awareness. So to achieve your ethereal state, you have to expand your thoughtless awareness. And the sustenance of that is done by Christ, by the Spirit. So you can realize now, as a yogi, your state of mind should be ethereal. And what should be the state of your superego? This is the ego part of it, that you should be in ethereal state. And as a superego, you should see it as a play. You should see the play of the negative. Negativity will run away. But don't get involved into it. Play into their hands. Then the negativity will separate from you. So the ego and superego both rise from the Vishuddhi chakra. They can be preceded by the Agya chakra but are to be sucked in the Vishuddhi. The greatest quality of Yogeshwara is that he is not at all involved into it. Detached, absolutely. If he eats his food, he does not eat it. If he speaks, he does not speak. If he sees, he does not see. If he hears, he does not hear. It has no effect on him, no retention on it, no action on it. Whatever he is complete. 16 petals is complete moon. 16th day of the moon is the Purnima. That is how one has to be complete in oneself, complete confidence in oneself. But the confidence should not be confused with ego. But confidence is complete wisdom, is complete dharma, it is complete love, complete beauty, and is complete God. That's what it should be. Now, when he said that you give up all your dharmas and surrender to me in Gita, what he was meaning that all other things about which you are worried, you give up and become one with me. So I look after you. Give up the responsibility to Sri Krishna. So the complete integrated divinity will start expressing through you. Means if you say that you have to be responsible, then he says, all right, go ahead, try. But if you say that you are responsible, I'm just an institution or an instrument in your hand, then you start manifesting it well. And that is how your Vishuddhi chakra gets opened up. This is some part of the Yogeshwara I have spoken to you. But as he is the brain within us, he becomes the brain within us. We have to know all the qualities of a divine brain are with him. So, whatever we do with our brain, like intrigue, thieving, the deception, all which are bad things by your brain, as they call it, are done by him for the divine purpose without getting any blemish upon himself. And the other side of it, whatever we do, so called positive, like politics, diplomacy, uh, like leadership, all that is his own doing, like even the thinking of the future and all that he does for us, planning, thinking, all those things, administration, as a play. Everything is done as a play because he is the master. As we call as a sutradhara, the one who does the prologue in a drama, the one who plays with the strings, with the pantomime. Now, the other thing that we have to understand, Sri Krishna at this stage of Sahaja Yoga, that it is the Virata Shakti that is manifesting at this time, and not the Sri Krishna Shakti which was at his time. And the power that is working here is no more that of Radha or of Mary, but of Viratangana. That's why the knowledge of Sahajogis is much wider than the knowledge of all the saints of ages, but is not deeper than that. If you can deepen your knowledge, this wider knowledge will have proper roots within you. So the brain is are the roots. Here are the roots of the whole tree of life. Actually, Kundalini comes up and waters the brain first, so that the whole tree of life is drenched in the divine bliss and divine knowledge. So this Virata Shakti that we have to work out gives us the sense of collective consciousness first. First, we understand it through our brain power. But the whole brain power is to be guided by the heart, is to be watered. But in Sanskrit is a very beautiful word, sinchan, like dewdrops, sprayed with the love of God. So the integration of this brain has to take with heart and with your liver. Then only the Virata Shakti takes another form. The weapons of killing become the weapons of forgiveness. Every sort of destructive power is used for the construction as if it is tricked. Like now, I told them a trick how to trick these gurus. The power that they have can be tricked against them, as he said that their teeth must be put into their necks, into their throats. Instead of taking out their teeth, better put them back into their own throats. And if you can do that, then there is no problem as far as their effect on us is concerned, because we are more powerful and more tricky. Because the Virata Shakti has now taken that form. Like the tree, when it grows upward. But when it is laden with fruit, it comes down. First, it is attractive by its flowers, by its timber, by its all other parts of its body, and people try to destroy it for it. But when the fruits appear, they want to preserve it, and the tree bends down. Its humility is very valuable. So you are the fruits, that Viratangana Shakti. You are the fruits because you are so valuable that those people who wanted to ruin or to destroy the divine power from this earth will start thinking that they have to gain something out of these fruits. So today the Virata Shakti has given you a great value because people see that by having one Sahajogi with them, it is so precious. Say one ordinary man gets his realization, then he develops his value. In that, his own value, he can be respected, loved, and given the highest if he is a proper Sahajogi. So you should understand today that Virata Shakti is, we are going to worship that Virata Shakti which has given fruits. As a result of that, all these different churches and fanaticism and atheism and communism and all that ism, all these will neutralize because they will see their benefit. But you have to become that. That is the biggest thing one has to know, is to bend down towards the Mother Earth, to be humble. Absolutely, the humility inside out is really going to give you the complete value of Sahaja Yoga fruits. Those Sahajogis who boast about themselves are like the fruits which are getting ruined only on the only fruits which bend down are accepted as good and mature fruits. Not those who accept that they are the but some of the negative people should not by any chance take advantage of this and say that they are good because they are bending down. It's not the logic. Some of them pose they are humble. Even a rotten fruit bends down. But the mature fruit shows its humility by its weight. That is the Guru Tattva, weight. So from the Viratangana power, we get the power of maturity up to the fruit, and then we become blessed by Guru Krishna. Those who are still involved in getting to better sunshine or getting to better water supply or all these things are not yet matured because the fruit doesn't need anything anymore. It doesn't need anything from the Mother Earth nor from the elements, but it surrenders, it bends, it bows to the Mother Earth. So the Sahajogi who goes on asking questions to mothers, bringing personal problems, uh, stupid ideas, negativity, all those people are still not yet the fruits. But the matured people are those who surrender, who, who bow to the Mother Earth. So the capacity to bow is the best judgment of yourself. And leaving everything to the power of gravity of your mother to do every work for you. And leaving all your small little worries behind, you have to rise above these restricting powers and achieve the completion of this Virata Shakti, which ultimately becomes a Madhura Shakti. Madhura, there's no word in English language, but it means a sweet power. Like the fruit becomes sweet. That's how you all have to become very sweet. Krishna tried to make everything very sweet in the sense it was all Madhura Shakti that was acting. All his play, all his dancing, all his stories, if you read, is nothing but Madhura Shakti towards Gopas and Gopis, towards other Sahajogis. So you have to keep your mother pleased by pleasing all other Sahajogis and not other people. They are not important. So today we are going to shorten the puja, and that's why it took so much time upstairs to shorten it. So the time lost is time gained forever and ever. May God bless you.